And because of that, a lot of our fall food plots are not growing to where they're a huge attraction right now. So we're still kind of a weird time where we're trying to like hunt odd areas. We are hunting a heritage blend plot, a summer blend that we planted back in May that's right next to the gravel road. So it's not very far. It feels like it's right next to it because it is 10 yards from it. And the deer coming from everywhere. But we do have a creek that runs right next to it, so we're using thermals this afternoon because it's a pretty calm day. We're going to get on south end, towards the south end anyway, and try to hunt deer that are coming from we don't know where. That's the plan. Doesn't sound like much of one. We'll see if that pays off. It's honestly like we ran our cows through here. We are covered up in deer tonight in the gar hole. If you listen to our podcast, you know that always habitat management it's like habitat management. And when you do habitat management or native landscape restoration, there's usually an explosion of white-tailed deer following that increase in quality habitat. And we're doing that here with a major logging operation and follow-up TSI and burning, glade restoration. All the things that we're doing here is going to lead to an explosion in the white-tailed deer population. And we do not, because we've lived it, we do not want to get to a point where we have too many deer and it's therefore having a negative effect on the native landscape, especially forest regeneration. So the way we're trying to combat that is to be very proactive in our doe harvest before all of the habitat restoration is complete. So we have a goal of trying to shoot a good amount of does this year to bring that population down, or at least keep it from expanding. So We're going to be hunting some odd areas, but we have a bunch of does. We're going to be doing our best to use this year of sacrifice. For you podcast listeners, you know what we're talking about. But we're going to use this year as a way to get this population under control and overall make sure the years to come we have phenomenal quality of whitetail deer and habitat. That's one. Alright, so as you can see, we got her out. Didn't need to show you the blood trail because we saw her go down in the field. One thing about trying to harvest does, and then the other camp says to limit your pressure, and they don't really like doing it. Since we were hunting in a spot that we don't typically target for bucks, it's very close to the gravel road, as I said early on. So we snuck out of here, got the truck, drove up here, kind of made some noise with the truck as far as pulling up with the lights on. So any deer that were here are no longer, they've been pushed out. So that's why we're able to do this interview, to kind of give you a quick look at what this heritage blend looks like. It's kind of almost like a jungle. It's a summer blend we planted back in May. Still very green. Obviously it's a huge attraction, and frankly it's kind of a tunnel-like effect when it comes to the deer moving through it, which made it a little bit of a challenge tonight. But overall we were able to get the first doe off the farm. Feels pretty good. First night of hunting the property as the owner, we're able to make it success. Of course it would have been a success regardless had we notched the tag. So that's number one. It's going to be a fun fall here.